we're opposites and they attract, right? Non-polar tend to last longer. And that means that they're kind of similar. I want to be somewhat similar to the person that I'm around. I don't want us to be complete opposites because at some point in time, there is something that'll come across that will then make that clash. And when that breaks, when that connection breaks, it has a potential to have like a boom effect. I don't want a boom effect, right? I want something where if we had a disagreement, but because we're the same, right? Because we're the same, and to some degree, if there's a disagreement, all I needed was a little kinetic bond to come bring us back together. All we needed was a little bzz to bring us back together. And if we ever separated, it wouldn't be something that would detonate. It'll be just something that may be a fragment.
Yes, that's some real shit. That's some
I
real
don't,
shit.
I don't mind us falling out and there be a fragment, and then we can fix that fragment. We can fix that. But what I can't fix is if it blew up. I can't fix that. There's no coming back. It's done. There's nothing. There's nothing there. There was no value there. It just was good while it lasted. That's like those what do they say? Those what do they call it? Twin flames. A lot of people like to talk about like the twin flames and first loves and all that type shit, and they think that your twin flame has to do with that being your lover and some more shit. And oftentimes your twin flame is the person that you're actually not supposed to be with, but y'all are perfect, so you think. And oftentimes your twin flame usually be the opposite of the shit that you actually need in your life. It'd be the
I was
shit
gonna
that you
say,
want.
yeah, I was gonna say your twin flame challenge it of you. That's what makes the whole. So
Hello,
sometimes you can't work it out with them because they don't come back, but
hello, because
they're
your twin
actually the
flame was
opposite
your
of you, which is
lesson.
why they're the hardest ones to deal with.
Your twin flame is
Hmm.
your lesson. And so, it's a whole lot of people out here that keep attracting their lessons and keep trying to make their lessons long-term situations. Trying to make that thing that was supposed to just teach you a lesson and get your ass on, but you had your semester, let's move on. Y'all be trying to make that a lifelong lesson. Be miserable as hell. And it be friends. I'm talking about friends right now. You have people that are around you who really don't mean you well at all, or they meant you well at a moment, but now that person has expired, but you keep trying to bring that dead weight with you, talking about y'all gonna grow together. Keep going through the same cycle, insanity, living through that hell in real life, and trying to figure out why everything that you touch won't flourish. Cause you got a leeching ass bitch that's your friend. Hello. You got a friend that you tell all your business to, and every time you tell your friend your business, that shit fall apart. You gotta pay attention when you telling motherfuckers your business and shit start falling apart. Cause I'll tell you right now, my friend tell me their business right now, that shit finna grow. I swear to God. I put that on my mama.
But it's crazy how it just be seeming that the majority is not the ones who you got that growing hair or that growing word or that manifest spill on their tongue. Like, you know what I'm saying? It seems the majority be that opposite. So that take it back to when we started the conversation, and I was saying in real life, I really don't be I don't be liking to have to pick you out, to figure you out like that. I don't be liking that. But then Lisa hit us with that trust everybody shit, and that kind of you know what I mean, like
Okay.
that kind of woke me up. That was a word too. Like y'all are really. I love Black women, and I love when we can have conversations like this because whether I don't know if the common cousins feel it too, but I be feeling like once you shine a light on something, you're aware now. So once you know better, you do better, and being
Hello.
aware of certain things, you know what I mean, and being aware of certain shit, shining a light on it, it'll never be dark again. So I feel like this is definitely an enlightening.
That means you willfully doing that shit, and guess what happens? And here's to a deeper conversation. When you know better, you should do better, and when you don't do better, that's your karma.
Clock it, clock it, clock it.
Because it's a whole lot of people that know better should do better, and they don't. And then they wondering why shit ain't going how it's supposed to go, or why things are falling apart. Because the universe is going to rewrite the wrongs that you should have said something about. So when you saw something and you knew that it was wrong and you said nothing, and your excuse was that's not my business, You have now given the universe a reason to fuck you over because you fucked somebody over when you could have helped them. When you could have said something and you didn't. When you could have made a change and you chose not to, but you knew better. You know you should have did it. But your excuse was that ain't my business. It ain't my shit. I'm a mind. Yeah, the universe finna rewrite that wrong. So it may not happen the way you think it's gonna happen. But there's some people where your karma come in your finances. Your karma come in your kids disrespecting the shit out you when y'all thought y'all had got somewhere. Your karma come in your friend acting funny, or every time somebody open their mouth, you feeling a little shade for some strange reason. Your karma come in your car fucked up. Or every time you feel like you about to progress, you take 10 steps back. You don't know where the hell that's coming from. It was because you fucked over that person you ain't even think twice about. Clock in. It's because you thought that shit was minute whole time. That could have been your stepping stool for a blessing that was around the corner, but you fumbled that because of your own selfish desires, because of your own selfish reasons, because you was afraid of something. I don't know, child. What do I know? I'm young and dumb. Ooh. This is good to me.
I appreciate that, Rose, and a lot of you guys are absolutely correct. And I've been on this app for a minute now, and I ain't called too many people like my friend, or even talked to too many people on the back end, because that's one thing I just always been against. But I'm hearing everybody.
I remember I had this this homegirl who every time I had a conversation, because this, I don't know why I feel like telling y'all this, but somebody need to hear it. I had a homegirl that to this day, she is still a homegirl, but me and her aren't friends like we used to be. We don't talk like we used to, but I know if I was to call her and if I really needed something, she'd be there. Right? If I really needed something, she's there. She's the best friend that I don't talk to every day, but we used to talk every single day. And there was something that was happening in her life that she was telling me about that was starting to agitate me. And no matter how many times I tried to help her through it, try to talk her through it, try to talk her out of it, she just would not get up out of it. And it was a relationship, right? And it wasn't even a relationship. It was a situationship that it couldn't even get to a relationship. But a motherfucker was playing in her face, whatever the case may be. I'm trying to show her. Any other time she would listen, but about this one, I don't know what the fuck that motherfucker had a hold on her that I couldn't shake, right? And so it got to a point where I was just like, okay, so what exactly are you doing? What's up? So you tell me, because you keep telling me this information. I'm telling you what I'm seeing from my own perspective, and I'm starting to get frustrated because you deserve better. And as being your friend, I hate that you keep allowing this motherfucker to play with you, and I can't watch this. And so I remember us almost having a full fallout because I told her, I said, I can't watch you hurt yourself. And she was like, oh, so you don't fuck with me no more? You don't love me? You don't do. I said, no, I love you. I said, I love you too much to watch you let a motherfucker ruin you. And so I will always be here for you, but I can't listen no more. I can't. When you need help, I'll always be there. When you need something, you need somebody to talk to, and you really venting about something because you want to make a change, you know where to go. You know I'm going to be here. But I can't listen to the little nitpicking shit that the motherfucker keep doing to you. I can't listen no more.
I had a similar situation, Rose. I had a friend who was, she always came to me to vent. At first it was like girl talk. And then it just became more and more. Like every time I picked up the phone, she was hurting. And it went on for a very long time. I mean, I'm listening. I've been there. I understand. She kept going back. She kept going back. And then every time she told me stuff, it was affecting my body. It was affecting my mental. And it's like, I can't do this no more. Like, you want me to constantly hear your pain, constantly hear you're not ready to leave them. I understand that. But it's affecting me now, because you're in a lot of pain, and I love you enough to want to see you get out of that situation. So it became very difficult to answer my phone when she called. I mean, I didn't want to answer anymore because I mean, I know she needed somebody to talk to, but at the same time, you're not thinking about my feelings for you and how I feel in the situation. Hold on, babe. So it can be very difficult when you love someone and they're venting to you and it's nonstop and you care for them and the relationship probably dwindle because of the love you have for them because you can't tolerate anymore hearing their pain anymore. It's a lot to deal with and friends don't understand that. They think that you should listen